What's up, everyone? I am in Shenandoah National Park for my first time. I got here last night, so I did do like a really short mile trail when I got here, but this is my first like longish trail. I think it's like 8 miles maybe. This is Cedar Run and Whiteoak Falls. It'll be upper and lower Whiteoak Falls. And I think most of the trail follows a creek, which I love, so really excited about that. It is the end of September currently, so getting into fall, lots of fall wildflowers out. And I had like a 5-mile drive between the campground and the trailhead, and in that time I saw at least 7 deer up close. So hoping to see some wildlife today too. Lots of puffballs out now. Let's see if this one's ready. Ooh, I don't know, maybe? No, I don't think either of these ones are ready. They're still pretty firm. I think the pink might be wolf's milk. I'm not sure about the bug. Yeah. A lot of this is actually really hard to run. It's super rocky, and a bunch of leaves have already fallen. So there's a bunch of like smaller rocks all hidden by the leaves. So I'm running what I can and hiking where it feels a little more sketchy. Got some nice little pools of water. Looks like maybe one fungus has taken over another. Got a bumblebee moving a little slow this morning. It's still a little chilly out. I need a new magnet for this thing. It like barely sticks at all anymore. So we're coming up on Cedar Run Falls. Can you see how deep that one pool is? I feel like in the summer that'd make a good little swimming hole. Not a very big one, but a nice one. I wonder if I spoke too soon. This might actually be Cedar Run Falls. It's right below the other one. Thinking this is a rat snake. I'm guessing he too is a little chilly. Haven't really had any sunshine today. Rocks are a little cold. Sure, now that I go by he starts moving. Eastern rat snakes and gray rat snakes can be very difficult to tell apart. Both snakes have multiple colorations, and it's possible for them to look virtually identical. They also share overlapping territories and are known to interbreed. Looking at the maps for both species on iNaturalist, the eastern rat snake is more common than the gray rat snake in Shenandoah, so I'm thinking this was likely an eastern rat snake, but it's hard to be certain. So I've seen common jewelweed a lot, but I think this is my first time seeing pale jewelweed in the wild. And these are in the family touch-me-nots, and that's actually because their seed pods will explode. There's a little spider hanging out in the back. And then just a few feet down the trail, there's a whole patch of pale jewelweed. Look how tiny this guy is. Bet he's making his way to the mushrooms to have a little snack. I can just barely see lower whiteoak calls through the trees, but it looks like it's gonna be a good one. don't think it'll actually show up on camera. These are like a super rich purple. I believe these are a type of aster. I don't know if I'll get a better view or not, but this is Upper Whiteoak Falls. And my map actually has two waterfalls, both labeled as Upper Whiteoak Falls, so there should be another one coming as well. Found some wild pokeweed growing. This is poisonous, so don't eat this. Alright, so we're coming up on the second Upper Whiteoak Falls. So I was wrong. There's actually 3 Upper Whiteoak Falls on the map. So I still have about 2 miles back to the car, but I think the rest of the way looks about like this. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to support the channel further, be sure to check out my merch and membership options on Fourth Wall, and don't forget to be always adventuring.